Hello, I'm Daily Interlake reporter Taylor Inman. Glacier National Park Dispatch has started sharing their logs with media, so here are some interesting incidents from last week, August 19th through the 25th. Glacier Park Boat Company and 2 Medicine relayed to Park Dispatch on August 19th that an elderly male on the Dawson Trail was suffering from dehydration, was dizzy, and had a scraped knee. His family was requesting assistance from park personnel. Park search and rescue rangers responded and found a 73-year-old male on the trail who was dehydrated and suffering multiple syncopal episodes. Male was transported across to Medicine Lake to Browning Ambulance, who transported the male to Browning Hospital. Also on August 19th, rangers responded to West Glacier per Flathead County Dispatch for an unconscious male. Rangers found a male in his 60s with CPR in progress and assisted county resources. The individual was declared deceased. Later that night, a welfare check was called into Allen Mountain Dispatch, who received a report of lights on the side of the mountain. A ranger responded and confirmed seeing the lights, which later disappeared. They didn't believe anyone was requesting help at that time. On August 20th, rangers managed a bear jam for a black bear sow with 3 cubs on the east side of the Going to the Sun Road. Ranger audibly hazed the bears. At Logan Pass Visitor Center that same day, rangers responded to a disorderly conduct report of a visitor spitting on a Glacier National Park Conservancy employee. On August 21st, Lake McDonald Lodge relayed to dispatch that 2 employees were observed using a controlled substance and were going to be terminated. Law enforcement was advised and would let the lodge deal with the employees internally. Lake McDonald Lodge Loop Dispatch received a report on August 21st from a visitor that his 13-year-old daughter had a fishhook stuck in her face. A ranger provided care and successfully removed the hook, and also gave a verbal warning for the use of barbed hooks in the park. Rangers responded to the Mini Glacier Hotel on August 21st for an indoor bear spray deployment. Upon arrival, the rangers discovered an individual had accidentally sprayed his genitals while in the lobby restroom. No medical assistance was required. There was a report of vandalism in Mini Glacier on August 22nd. Rangers investigated graffiti left on rocks on Grinnell Point. Rangers issued citations to 5 individuals for vandalizing natural resources. That same day, dispatch received a report from the Garmin Emergency Center of an SOS activation from a visitor who relayed that a 77-year-old male had fallen into Iceberg Lake. He was weak and had suffered a loss of consciousness. Rangers responded up the trail to meet the patient. Alert Air Ambulance was requested to the patient's location. Both Ranger and Alert medics provided care and assessed the patient, who was transported to Logan Health in Kalispell. The Garmin Emergency Center reported an SOS activation to dispatch on August 22nd about a 35-year-old female about a mile up the loop trail who was experiencing chest pain and shortness of breath. 3 Rivers Ground Ambulance and Alert Air Ambulance responded, as well as park rangers who escorted the patient to the trailhead. The patient refused transport against medical advice and self-transported to further care. Also on August 22nd, dispatch received a report of possible child abuse. Rangers advised and investigated and discovered that it was just children being loud and rambunctious. Rangers issued a warning to the parent for allowing their children to make unreasonable noise. On August 23rd, a ranger responded to a sheep jam in the 2 Medicine campground. Park dispatch said the ranger hazed the sheep for over an hour. Also on August 23rd, the National Weather Service alerted Park Dispatch of an intense thunderstorm with nickel-sized hail and up to 50-mile-an-hour winds. As the storm came through, dispatch received multiple reports of rocks and trees across the road, mostly in the Lake McDonald district. Rangers and road crews responded to clear hazards and sweep people through. The storm also caused a power outage in the headquarters area. Blackfeet law enforcement requested assistance for a rollover accident involving a 69-year-old woman on a 3-wheeled motorcycle at Sherburne Dam on August 24th. BAB Ground Ambulance and Alert Air Ambulance were requested. Rangers responded and along with BAB medics provided care and assessment. The patient was transported by Alert to Logan Health in Kalispell. Montana Highway Patrol will follow up with a further investigation. On August 25th at Apgar Campground, dispatch received a report from an MPS employee of a large food storage violation in the campground. A ranger responded, secured the items, and left a campground regulations notice. Later, dispatch received a report of the occupants who wanted their items back. A ranger returned the secured items and issued a citation for unsecured food storage. Kintlow Lake Dispatch received a third-hand in-reach message on August 25th that reported a male had accidentally bear sprayed himself in the face. A backcountry ranger took the boat to the head of Kintlow Lake, assessed the patient, and gave them a courtesy transport back down to the foot of the lake. Patient self-transported to further care. Also on August 25th, rangers investigated an individual walking up the Mini Glacier Road in the dark. At the same time, dispatch also received a report from a visitor in the Swift Current Motor Inn who saw an injured person on the side of the road. Rangers identified the subject as a cook at the Motor Inn who missed his shuttle into the park and was attempting to walk in. Rangers and dispatch coordinated with motor and security to provide the employee a ride back to their residence. For more Glacier National Park news, visit dailyinterlake.com.